In the vast and ever-expanding digital landscape, the quest for accessible knowledge has driven an explosion of educational content. Yet, few platforms have managed to capture the global imagination and achieve the cultural penetration observed with OverSimplified. This YouTube channel, with its distinctive animated style, has carved a unique niche, particularly with its two-part series on the Second World War. Our investigation today will center on this specific phenomenon, probing into precisely how OverSimplified succeeded in making one of history's most complex and somber periods accessible to millions of viewers worldwide. The assertion that OverSimplified has become a primary source of historical understanding for a new generation is a significant claim, one that warrants rigorous examination. This statement, highlighted by our research team, underscores a profound shift in how historical narratives are consumed and internalized. It suggests a departure from traditional educational models, pointing towards a future where engaging, visually driven content holds sway. We are tasked with dissecting the mechanics behind this shift, understanding the methodologies that allowed a YouTube channel to achieve such profound educational influence. As outlined by the investigative desk on October 26, 2023, our specific focus is unpacking the phenomenon, how OverSimplified made World War II accessible to millions. This mandate establishes the parameters of our inquiry. We are not simply documenting success, but dissecting the underlying factors and innovative strategies. The accessible to millions aspect implies both broad reach and effective simplification without undue compromise, a delicate balance that few content creators achieve. Our research team has initiated a comprehensive deep dive into these elements. The sheer scale of OverSimplified's reach provides the foundational evidence for its impact. With millions of subscribers, the channel's viewership metrics for its World War II series stand as a testament to its widespread appeal. Our analysis indicates that these videos have accumulated hundreds of millions of views, a figure that dwarfs many traditional educational broadcasts or history documentaries. This quantifiable success isn't merely a measure of popularity, it's an indicator of sustained engagement across diverse global demographics, translating into substantial mindshare for historical events. Before delving into how OverSimplified achieved this, it is crucial to define accessibility within the context of World War II. Our research frames accessibility not as a dilution of historical fact, but as a reduction of barriers to comprehension and engagement. This involves simplifying complex geopolitical situations, clarifying intricate military strategies, and humanizing the immense human cost without trivializing it. The goal, as perceived by the investigative desk, is to make the information less daunting, more digestible, and crucially, more memorable for a broad audience. A cornerstone of OverSimplified's success is its unique animation style. Characterized by simple, often minimalist designs, but rich with expressive details and exaggerated reactions, this visual language transcends cultural barriers. Our analysis indicates that this aesthetic choice serves multiple functions. It disarms the viewer, making heavy topics less intimidating, it facilitates rapid information transfer through visual cues, and it creates a highly recognizable brand identity. The consistent application of this style contributes significantly to viewer comfort and familiarity, crucial for sustained engagement. Perhaps the most controversial, yet effective, aspect of OverSimplified's approach is its strategic use of humor. Tackling a topic as grave as World War II with comedic elements might seem counterintuitive. However, our research suggests that this isn't humor used for trivialization, but rather as a pedagogical device. It serves to break tension, provide mnemonic hooks for facts, and maintain viewer attention during dense informational segments. This particular brand of observational, often dry, humor creates a unique cognitive space where learning feels less like a chore and more like entertainment, without losing sight of historical gravity. World War II spans years, continents, and countless pivotal events, making comprehensive coverage a monumental task. OverSimplified addresses this challenge through masterful narrative condensation. Our investigation reveals a process of rigorous editorial selection, prioritizing key turning points, crucial figures, and overarching themes. Irrelevant details are omitted, not to distort history, but to distill its essence into a coherent, flowing narrative. This less is more approach is critical for maintaining pace and preventing information overload, especially for an audience seeking a foundational understanding. The sustained engagement of millions points to a highly effective delivery mechanism. Data analyzed by our team indicates exceptional viewer retention rates, significantly higher than industry averages for educational content. This suggests that the combination of animation, humor, and concise narration actively combats typical drop-off points. Furthermore, the comments sections and social media discourse surrounding the videos illustrate a deeply invested audience, often discussing specific historical points or appreciating the channel's unique style. This active community forms a crucial feedback loop. To fully appreciate OverSimplified's impact, it is instructive to compare its approach with traditional history education. The stark differences illuminate why a new generation gravitates towards digital platforms. Traditional methods often rely on extensive textual analysis, lectures, and a linear, chronological delivery that can become cumbersome. OverSimplified, by contrast, prioritizes visual storytelling, dynamic pacing, and a curated selection of facts, creating a more immediate and emotionally resonant learning experience. This comparison is not to diminish traditional education, but to highlight the evolving landscape. Complex geopolitical situations and military strategies in World War II are often difficult to grasp through text alone. OverSimplified skillfully employs visual analogies and simplified maps to explain these intricacies. Our research indicates that these visual aids break down abstract concepts into understandable components. For instance, alliances are depicted with clear, often humorous, character interactions, and territorial changes are shown with straightforward, animated map movements. This technique transforms dry information into an intuitive, visually digestible format, a critical factor for accessibility. While focusing on historical events, OverSimplified often personifies nations or key figures with distinct, memorable characters. This character-driven narrative approach, as identified by our team, imbues the often impersonal forces of history with relatable agency. Viewers can track the motivations, decisions, and consequences of historical actors more easily when they are represented by consistent, visually distinct personas. This method not only simplifies the cast of players but also adds an emotional layer to the unfolding drama, fostering deeper retention of who did what and why. The narration style in OverSimplified is another key ingredient in its accessibility recipe. Delivered by a single, consistent voice artist, the tone is often deadpan, wry, and perfectly suited to the channel's comedic timing. Our analysis suggests this performance lends an authoritative yet approachable quality to the historical account. It avoids lecturing, instead guiding the viewer through events with a narrative voice that feels more like a knowledgeable, humorous friend than a stern educator. This vocal consistency and tone significantly enhance the overall viewer experience and information absorption. World War II is infamous for its interwoven causes, myriad participants, and often contradictory ideologies. OverSimplified navigates this complexity by initially presenting macro-level events, then strategically zooming in on crucial details. Our research indicates a deliberate choice to provide foundational understanding first, building a framework before adding layers of nuance. This hierarchical presentation prevents overwhelm and allows viewers to construct a robust mental model of the war. It's a structured learning pathway disguised within an entertaining format, proving highly effective for mass education. Effective learning often relies on repetition and reinforcement. While not overtly pedagogical, OverSimplified subtly integrates these principles. Key phrases, recurring visual gags, or character traits act as memorable anchors, reinforcing important concepts or historical figures. Our analysis suggests that this subtle repetition, often masked by humor, aids significantly in long-term recall. Viewers associate specific events or personalities with these recurring elements, transforming information into easily retrievable chunks. This technique contributes to the channel's efficacy as a primary source of understanding. The phrase accessible to millions implies a global reach, transcending geographical and linguistic boundaries. Our assessment suggests that OverSimplified achieves this through several factors. The highly visual nature of the content reduces reliance on language nuances, making it easier for non-native English speakers to follow. Additionally, the universality of historical interest, coupled with the platform's global distribution, ensures a diverse international viewership. This cross-cultural appeal is a hallmark of truly effective digital content, amplifying its educational impact far beyond a single demographic. The new generation referenced in our research brief consists largely of digital natives, individuals who have grown up with the internet as their primary source of information and entertainment. OverSimplified perfectly caters to this demographic's preferences. Our analysis highlights their comfort with on-demand video content, preference for engaging visuals over lengthy text, and an expectation of information delivered swiftly and entertainingly. The channel effectively bridges the gap between entertainment and education, aligning with modern learning styles inherent to younger audiences. Beyond pedagogical and stylistic choices, the economic accessibility of OverSimplified cannot be overlooked. As a free YouTube channel, it removes the financial barriers often associated with traditional educational resources or premium historical documentaries. Our research points to this as a critical element in reaching millions, particularly in regions with limited access to formal education or expensive learning materials. This democratizes historical understanding, making it available to anyone with an internet connection, a powerful factor in its broad adoption. The consistent application of its distinctive style, humor, and narrative approach has cultivated a strong OverSimplified brand identity. Our investigation notes that this brand recognition fosters trust and expectation among viewers. They know what to expect: a historically informative, entertaining, and visually unique experience. This brand loyalty encourages repeat viewership and recommendations, further amplifying its reach. A strong brand identity is crucial for standing out in the crowded digital space and maintaining relevance over time, especially for a channel aiming for long-term educational impact. The interactive nature of YouTube allows for direct feedback and community building, which OverSimplified leverages effectively. Comments sections, fan art, and discussions contribute to an ecosystem where viewers feel connected to the content and each other. Our analysis suggests that this sense of community enhances learning, as viewers can clarify doubts, share insights, and engage in constructive debate. This participatory aspect elevates the experience beyond passive consumption, cementing the channel's role not just as a content provider, but as a hub for historical discourse. A critical point of inquiry for our team involves the nuance of simplification itself. Does OverSimplified truly simplify, or does it merely omit? Our findings suggest a strategic balance. The channel primarily simplifies by extracting the most salient points and presenting them in an understandable framework, rather than by distorting core facts. While deep academic debates or minor historical intricacies might be streamlined, the foundational narrative remains robust. This process is less about dumbing down and more about building up a coherent understanding for a mass audience. No widely consumed educational content is without its critics, and OverSimplified is no exception. Concerns sometimes arise regarding the depth of coverage or potential oversimplification of sensitive topics. However, our investigation notes that the channel's explicit goal is accessibility for a broad audience, not comprehensive academic rigor. The trade-off between absolute historical detail and mass engagement is a constant challenge in popular history. The investigative desk finds that OverSimplified generally prioritizes engagement to draw viewers in, providing a stepping stone to deeper study for those who wish to pursue it. The very structure of OverSimplified's World War II series as a two-part animated series is indicative of its understanding of audience psychology. Breaking a monumental topic into digestible parts makes the initial commitment less daunting. Our research suggests that this episodic format encourages completion, with viewers more likely to finish Part 1 and then seek out Part 2. This strategy minimizes cognitive load and maximizes narrative flow, proving particularly effective for complex historical narratives that might otherwise feel overwhelming in a single, lengthy presentation. The speed at which information is delivered, or pacing, is critical for digital content. OverSimplified exhibits a masterful control over information density. Key facts and humorous interjections are strategically spaced, allowing viewers to process information without feeling rushed or bored. Our analysis confirms that this deliberate pacing contributes significantly to viewer retention and comprehension. It prevents the passive consumption often associated with linear media, instead demanding active engagement from the audience through its dynamic flow and constant visual stimulation. While visuals and narration are prominent, the subtle yet effective sound design of OverSimplified also plays a role in accessibility. Our investigation reveals how carefully chosen sound effects, background music, and audio cues enhance the storytelling and underscore emotional beats. These elements work in concert with the animation and voiceover to create a richer, more immersive experience. The auditory layer provides an additional channel for information and emotional context, making the historical narrative more impactful and memorable for the audience. Beyond immediate viewership, the long-term cultural impact of OverSimplified as a primary source is undeniable. It has introduced World War II to an audience that might otherwise have remained disengaged, sparking initial interest that could lead to further study. Our research suggests that by demystifying complex history, the channel cultivates a generation with at least a foundational understanding of critical global events. This ripple effect on historical literacy represents a profound contribution to public education, extending far beyond the confines of a single YouTube channel. The intricate web of alliances, betrayals, and shifting national interests before and during World War II often overwhelms learners. OverSimplified masterfully distills these geopolitical complexities into understandable character dynamics and simplified cause-and-effect sequences. Our analysis points to the channel's ability to isolate key political decisions and their immediate repercussions, providing clarity where traditional accounts might offer a deluge of detail. This approach allows viewers to grasp the larger strategic picture without getting lost in the minutiae of diplomatic exchanges. Despite the humorous overlay, OverSimplified does not shy away from the human tragedy and immense scale of suffering during World War II. Our investigation reveals a delicate balance. Humor often frames the political or military absurdities, while moments of genuine gravity are presented with appropriate sobriety. This allows the channel to humanize the conflict, making the sacrifices and atrocities comprehensible without being exploitative. The emotional impact is carefully managed, ensuring that the serious lessons of history are conveyed effectively alongside the engaging narrative. The success of OverSimplified aligns with the growing trend of bite-sized learning, where information is broken into small, easily digestible units. For World War II, a topic that could span hundreds of hours of documentary footage, this model is particularly effective. Our research indicates that the channel's segmented approach within its longer videos, naturally creating micro-lessons, perfectly suits modern attention spans and learning preferences. This structured compartmentalization is a key enabler of accessibility, reducing cognitive load and facilitating incremental knowledge acquisition. When evaluating its status as a primary source, it's vital to compare OverSimplified's reach with traditional educational institutions. While schools provide structured, in-depth curricula, their reach is geographically limited and often constrained by resources. OverSimplified, as a global digital entity, bypasses these limitations. Our data suggests that the channel reaches more individuals with foundational WWII knowledge annually than many national school systems combined, demonstrating a scale of accessibility that is unprecedented in historical education for a single creator. Crucially, OverSimplified often serves as an entry point, inspiring viewers to delve deeper into specific historical topics. Our investigative team notes that anecdotal evidence from forums and comments frequently mentions users seeking out more detailed books, documentaries, or academic papers after watching the series. This suggests that the channel, far from being the sole endpoint of learning, acts as a powerful catalyst. Its accessible format removes initial intimidation, fostering curiosity and encouraging further, self-directed historical exploration. OverSimplified is not just a successful channel, it's a testament to the evolving nature of digital history education. Its success highlights a paradigm shift from passive consumption of historical texts to active, engaging visual narratives. Our analysis suggests that content creators who understand how to blend entertainment with educational rigor will define the future of online learning. The channel provides a blueprint for making complex subjects not merely tolerable, but genuinely enjoyable and accessible to a global, digitally native audience. Representing history, especially one as sensitive as World War II, comes with inherent challenges. The risk of misrepresentation, oversimplification leading to distortion, or trivialization of suffering is ever present. Our research acknowledges these pitfalls and finds that OverSimplified navigates them with a generally responsible, albeit stylized, approach. The humor often targets historical ironies or political blunders, rather than the victims or tragedies. This selective targeting of humor is crucial for maintaining the channel's credibility while still achieving accessibility through engagement. To truly reach millions globally, content often needs to adapt to various languages. While OverSimplified primarily operates in English, our analysis shows a significant presence of community-contributed subtitles in numerous languages. This organic translation effort, driven by its passionate international fanbase, greatly expands its accessibility beyond native English speakers. It's a testament to the content's inherent appeal that viewers are willing to invest their time to translate, further solidifying its role as a global educational resource. A notable aspect of OverSimplified's influence is its contribution to the memification of historical events. Certain phrases, animations, or recurring gags from the series have become popular internet memes. Our research suggests this isn't merely a byproduct of virality but a mechanism for cultural dissemination. Memes, by their nature, are highly shareable and memorable, extending the reach of historical references into new social contexts. This unconventional form of information transfer reinforces learning through pop culture, engaging an even wider, often younger, audience. While OverSimplified serves as a primary source for introductory understanding, the investigative desk emphasizes it acts as a complement, rather than a full replacement, for comprehensive academic study. Educators often cite its utility as a powerful introductory tool, sparking interest before students delve into deeper, more nuanced coursework. Its role is to lay a foundational mental map, making the subsequent, more detailed learning process less arduous and more engaging. This distinction is vital for a balanced perspective on its educational impact. Maintaining high production quality and a consistent output schedule, despite the intricate animation process, is a hallmark of OverSimplified's professionalism. Our research highlights that this reliability builds viewer trust and anticipation for new content. Each video, including the multi-part WWII series, demonstrates meticulous research, well-crafted scripts, and polished animation. This unwavering commitment to quality ensures that OverSimplified remains a trusted and go-to resource, reinforcing its position as a significant educational entity in the digital sphere. The success of OverSimplified signals a clear direction for the future of animated history. It proves that complex subjects can be made engaging and widely accessible through creative visual storytelling and strategic simplification. Our analysis predicts a continued rise in similar formats, as more creators adopt elements of this successful model. The demand for history presented in an entertaining, digestible, and visually rich manner is robust, and channels like OverSimplified are pioneering this new frontier of digital historical education. OverSimplified directly addresses various learning styles, significantly contributing to its broad accessibility. Visual learners benefit from the animations and maps, auditory learners are engaged by the clear narration and sound design, and even kinesthetic learners can engage through the dynamic pacing and interactive community. Our research suggests this multimodal approach maximizes information absorption across diverse cognitive preferences. It moves beyond a one-size-fits-all model, demonstrating adaptive pedagogical strategies in a digital format. What began as a niche animation channel has evolved into a mainstream influence on historical understanding. OverSimplified's World War II series has transitioned from a specialized interest to a widely recognized educational resource. Our analysis indicates that this shift reflects a broader societal embrace of digital platforms for serious subject matter. The channel's ability to maintain its unique identity while attracting such a vast audience underscores its success in bridging the gap between specialized content and mass appeal, securing its place in contemporary culture. The oversimplified phenomenon also offers insights into a viable economic model for high-quality educational content. Supported by advertising revenue and potentially merchandise or patron contributions, the channel demonstrates that intricate, well-researched history can be sustainable without traditional institutional funding. Our research notes that this independent financial model allows for creative freedom and direct connection with the audience, contributing to its authentic voice and broad appeal, which in turn fuels its accessibility and reach to millions globally. At its core, OverSimplified's success in making WWII accessible is a triumph of storytelling. History is not merely a collection of facts but a narrative, and the channel excels at crafting compelling ones. Our investigation reveals that by framing events with dramatic arcs, relatable stakes, and often unexpected twists, delivered humorously, the channel transforms complex historical data into an engaging saga. This fundamental focus on narrative coherence makes the vastness of World War II manageable and emotionally resonant for viewers, solidifying its educational power. An investigative deep dive must also consider potential biases. While OverSimplified strives for factual accuracy, the very act of simplification and narrative framing can introduce subtle leanings. Our research continuously evaluates whether comedic choices or narrative emphasis inadvertently skew historical interpretation. However, we find that the channel generally maintains a neutral, fact-based approach, with humor primarily aimed at human folly rather than ideological positions. This neutrality is crucial for its role as a widely trusted primary source for foundational understanding. While our current focus is specifically on the World War II series, the mechanisms of accessibility employed by OverSimplified are consistently applied across its entire body of work. This consistency reinforces the channel's brand and expands its impact beyond a single historical event. Our analysis suggests that the channel's universal appeal stems from its reproducible formula for making any complex historical topic engaging and digestible, indicating a broader influence on historical education that extends far beyond just World War II. Interestingly, for many older viewers, OverSimplified may also tap into a sense of nostalgia for history lessons, but presented in a modern, engaging way. Our research suggests that while it targets a new generation, the channel's clear explanations and often clever humor resonate with those who experience traditional education, offering a refreshing perspective. This intergenerational appeal broadens its overall reach, demonstrating its ability to connect with diverse age groups through a shared appreciation for clear, entertaining historical narratives. The two-part structure of the WWII series effectively utilizes a cliffhanger effect, encouraging viewers to immediately seek out the subsequent installment. Our investigation reveals that this narrative device is a subtle but powerful driver of completion rates for complex topics. By ending Part 1 at a pivotal moment, OverSimplified creates anticipation and a natural incentive to continue learning. This strategic use of dramatic tension ensures sustained viewer engagement across multiple long-form videos, a significant achievement for educational content. The viral nature of digital content has been a key accelerant for OverSimplified's reach. The shareability of its humor, its unique animation, and its ability to condense complex topics into digestible formats has naturally led to widespread sharing across social media platforms. Our analysis suggests that this organic virality is critical for reaching millions without extensive traditional marketing. It leverages the network effect, transforming casual viewers into advocates who spread the content and, by extension, historical understanding. While direct, longitudinal studies on learning outcomes are beyond the scope of this desk research, the sheer volume of engagement points to significant knowledge transfer. Millions of viewers, reporting increased understanding of WWII, indicate effective learning. Our research postulates that for many, OverSimplified provides the foundational knowledge necessary to engage with more advanced materials, serving as a vital first step. This initial comprehension is a crucial learning outcome, breaking down the psychological barriers to tackling complex historical narratives. Behind the engaging visuals and voiceover lies exceptional scriptwriting. Our investigation into OverSimplified's process reveals a meticulous approach to crafting narratives that are both historically accurate and incredibly entertaining. The scripts are dense with information but flow effortlessly, balancing exposition with comedic beats and dramatic tension. This unseen craftsmanship is arguably the backbone of its accessibility, transforming raw historical data into a captivating story that educates millions without them even realizing they are in a classroom. Understanding World War II requires a strong sense of its preceding historical context. OverSimplified skillfully provides just enough background information, like the aftermath of World War I or the rise of fascism, without getting bogged down in exhaustive detail. Our analysis indicates that this contextualization is precisely calibrated to set the stage for the main events, making the war's origins and motivations comprehensible to a broad audience. It provides the necessary framework, preventing the viewer from feeling lost in time or circumstance. The understated delivery of OverSimplified's narration contributes significantly to its appeal. In an age of sensationalism, the channel offers a refreshingly calm, yet engaging, tone. Our research suggests that this understated style builds credibility and trust, allowing the viewer to focus on the information rather than being overwhelmed by dramatic flourishes. It's a subtle defiance of common YouTube tropes, and this authenticity resonates deeply with an audience seeking genuine, insightful historical commentary, reinforcing its position as a primary source. One key measure of accessibility is the efficiency of information transfer. OverSimplified excels in this area, delivering a substantial amount of historical data in a relatively short timeframe compared to traditional documentaries. Our analysis points to the integrated visual and auditory cues, combined with concise script writing, as drivers of this efficiency. Viewers absorb complex timelines, character introductions, and event sequences rapidly, making the learning process highly productive. This efficiency is paramount for attracting and retaining an audience in the fast-paced digital environment. By presenting clear, distilled narratives, OverSimplified inadvertently helps in correcting common historical misconceptions. Our research indicates that many viewers arrive with fragmented or inaccurate understandings of World War II. The channel's chronological and logical presentation clarifies confusing timelines and debunks popular myths, albeit indirectly through accurate portrayal. This silent corrective action further elevates its status as a reliable educational tool, ensuring that the millions who learn from it receive historically sound foundational knowledge. The rewatchability of OverSimplified's content, particularly its World War II series, is a significant factor in its sustained educational impact. Viewers often rewatch episodes to grasp nuances, catch missed jokes, or simply reinforce their understanding. Our analysis suggests that the layered humor and dense, yet digestible, information encourage multiple viewings. Each rewatch potentially deepens comprehension and retention, transforming a one-time watch into an ongoing learning resource, amplifying its value as a primary source of understanding over time. The success of OverSimplified carries significant implications for formal education systems. Its model demonstrates that engaging, visually driven digital content can effectively teach complex subjects to a mass audience. Our research suggests that integrating similar approaches, or even the videos themselves, into curricula could enhance student engagement and understanding. It challenges traditional pedagogy to adapt to modern learning preferences, providing a blueprint for making history more dynamic and resonant within classrooms globally. OverSimplified also exemplifies the growing power of independent content creators in shaping global education. Without the backing of large institutions or media corporations, a single creator has managed to educate millions on a scale comparable to established entities. Our analysis underscores this as a testament to talent, dedication, and a deep understanding of digital distribution and audience engagement. It empowers aspiring educators and creators, demonstrating that impactful educational content can emerge from unexpected sources, democratizing expertise. The core principles of OverSimplified's accessibility, visual engagement, concise narrative, and strategic humor are highly adaptable to new digital platforms and evolving consumption habits. Our research suggests that this flexibility ensures its continued relevance in a rapidly changing media landscape. As new platforms emerge, the channel's foundational approach allows for seamless transition and continued reach, solidifying its longevity as a key player in digital historical education. This adaptability is critical for sustained influence among a new generation. The delicate balance between entertainment and education is masterfully maintained by OverSimplified. Our investigation finds that the entertainment elements are not mere distractions but serve as vehicles for effective historical instruction. The humor makes dry facts memorable, the animation clarifies complex events, and the engaging narrative sustains attention. This synergistic approach ensures that learning is not a byproduct but an integral part of the enjoyable experience, a method that traditional educators are increasingly seeking to emulate. Through its widespread accessibility, OverSimplified creates a de facto global classroom for World War II. Millions of individuals from diverse backgrounds and geographies are simultaneously learning about this pivotal event. Our analysis suggests that this shared foundational understanding fosters a sense of collective historical awareness, contributing to global civic literacy. This democratized knowledge base, cultivated by a single channel, represents a powerful new model for large-scale, informal education, with profound implications for international understanding. The legacy of OverSimplified will likely be defined by its groundbreaking achievement in making World War II profoundly accessible. Our research concludes that the channel has not only educated millions but has also reshaped expectations for digital historical content. Its enduring impact lies in demonstrating that deep, complex subjects can be introduced with clarity, humor, and immense reach, without sacrificing integrity. This accessibility will continue to serve as a benchmark for future generations of content creators and educators alike. In summary, the key elements enabling OverSimplified's success in making World War II accessible include its unique animated style, strategic use of humor, masterful narrative condensation, and deep understanding of digital audience engagement. Our investigation highlights that these components work synergistically to create a learning experience that is both highly informative and profoundly entertaining. It is this multifaceted approach, carefully crafted and consistently delivered, that has allowed the channel to resonate with millions globally, cementing its educational prominence. The phenomenon of OverSimplified represents more than just a popular YouTube channel, it embodies a new educational paradigm. One where the barriers of traditional pedagogy are dismantled by innovation, where engagement drives learning, and where global reach is achieved through digital fluency. Our research definitively shows that for World War II, OverSimplified has successfully navigated these challenges, emerging as a pivotal force in how a new generation understands one of history's most critical periods. The investigative desk concludes that OverSimplified's achievement is not merely a testament to digital media's power, but to a profound understanding of educational psychology and effective communication. By making World War II accessible to millions, it has filled a crucial gap in modern historical education, proving that complex topics can be presented in a manner that is both responsible and captivating. This phenomenon will undoubtedly be studied for years to come as a benchmark for digital content success. The lasting impact of OverSimplified on future learning methodologies cannot be overstated. Its model suggests a shift towards learning environments that prioritize visual literacy, narrative structure, and interactive engagement. Our research indicates that these elements will become increasingly central to effective pedagogical strategies across various disciplines. The channel's success provides compelling evidence that the future of education lies in dynamically adapting content to how audiences naturally consume information in the digital age, rather than rigidly adhering to outdated formats. For any aspiring digital educator or content creator, OverSimplified stands as a compelling benchmark. Its World War II series, in particular, illustrates the potential for independent creators to not only compete with but also surpass traditional educational resources in terms of reach and engagement. Our analysis confirms that the blend of rigorous research, creative presentation, and strategic distribution defines a new standard. It's a testament to the fact that quality, combined with an understanding of the digital medium, can truly make history accessible to millions. The digital education landscape is in constant flux, and OverSimplified itself continues to evolve. Its ongoing relevance and ability to maintain its broad audience highlight a continuous process of refinement and adaptation. Our research suggests that this iterative approach, responsive to both audience feedback and algorithmic shifts, is crucial for sustained success. The channel's journey through its World War II series and beyond offers invaluable lessons for anyone seeking to make complex knowledge truly accessible in the dynamic world of online content creation. The impact of OverSimplified extends beyond the screen, fostering discussions and a deeper appreciation for history in real-world contexts. Our analysis indicates that by making WWII relatable and understandable, the channel encourages dialogue among peers, in classrooms, and even within families. This ripple effect of historical engagement, initiated by an animated series, underscores its profound societal contribution. It effectively breaks down the intimidation factor, allowing millions to confidently engage with and discuss a crucial period of human history. Ultimately, OverSimplified succeeds because it never loses sight of the human element within its historical narratives. Despite the comedic veneer, the channel effectively conveys the motivations, struggles, and consequences faced by individuals and nations during World War II. Our research suggests that this emphasis on human agency and impact, even when simplified, creates a powerful connection with the audience. It transforms abstract historical forces into relatable human stories, a fundamental aspect of truly accessible and resonant historical understanding. The investigative desk posits that OverSimplified offers a compelling paradigm for future educational content. Its model demonstrates the efficacy of blending entertainment, simplified visuals, and rigorous information to achieve mass accessibility. This approach is particularly potent for complex subjects, proving that engaging formats can lead to widespread understanding. As we look ahead, the lessons learned from OverSimplified's World War II series will continue to inform and inspire a new era of digital learning, reaching countless more individuals globally.